Hello and welcome back to the next episode in our Crusader Kings 3 campaign, playing as Kaiser Rutger von Hohenstaufen of the Holy Roman Empire. As always, if you guys are enjoying the campaign, then don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. It lets me know that you want to see more content like this. And as long as you guys keep liking the videos and subscribing to the channel, then I will continue to produce more episodes and release them at the same time every week. So yes, that's right, don't forget to tune in next week at the same time to catch the next episode in the journey of the House von Hohenstaufen. Or alternatively, and preferably, you can subscribe to the channel, and then the next video will appear in your subscription feed when it's uploaded. How great is that? I believe there's also a bell icon which you can hit, and then you'll get a notification as well when a new episode is uploaded, so if you're so inclined, then you can also do that. It's all much appreciated by me, of course, and it really is what makes recording these videos for me worthwhile. This is something of a personal project, but I always enjoy the comments and getting feedback from you guys as to how you're enjoying the campaign and that sort of thing. So please keep it coming. It's much appreciated by me. But we're going to continue with our journey here as Kaiser Rutger. Of course, the von Hohenstaufen dynasty, famous for the legendary Barbarossa. And we're doing a pretty good job of our completing our general goal of bringing fame, glory, prestige, and splendor to the dynasty. We're currently at a significant level of splendor, which only leaves a few levels left to get before we cap it out. We've got famous, glorious, fabled, and then ultimately legendary. So we've made quite good progress on that, and we've actually increased our splendor level a lot faster than I thought we would. It seems they've really bumped up the rate at which you can gain dynasty renown, particularly with all the court artifacts and other kind of modifiers and bonuses you can get. And plus I've made sure to hand out territory to my family members. So, you know, we've got an emperor, 3 kings, 1 count, 2 kings by marriage, 2 dukes by marriage. So, you know, that's always pretty good. I don't know how we got 3 kings. I thought only 2. But, you know, anyway, still, it's all good. I know the 2 kings we have is in Jerusalem here. We've got, he converted. Interesting. Wait, did he convert? No, he's Catholic. He's just, he culture converted. Fascinating. But still speaks German language, but just Arabic heritage. That's really interesting. There probably should be a rule that Crusader kingdoms don't culture convert, in my opinion, or convert their religion as well. But that's very, very interesting. But anyway, we've got the King Wido here, Malik Wido of Jerusalem, of the House von Hohenstaufen. So he's the Catholic ruler in charge of Jerusalem there. That was from our first crusade. And then we've also got Queen Sambosia of Egypt, also of our dynasty, who was here from our second crusade. But she's not the original ruler. I think the original ruler must have died, because the person we installed was it was this woman, Princess Alvarade of Poland. And it looks like she's abdicated or being overthrown or something, because she was the Crusader queen. But anyway, she hasn't managed to hold the territory, unfortunately. So her gigantic daughter, who is a giant, yeah, that's why she's only 12, but she looks older. It's because she's a giant. But she's now the queen of Egypt. And it looks like some of the emirates have broken free, which is interesting. The Fatimid dynasty has been reduced to a duke of the Delta. So there's some interesting shenanigans going on there, but it's a bit unfortunate we couldn't seem to... Oh, we can ally. No, we can't. I don't know why we can't ally. It's really bizarre that you don't get an option to ally your Crusader kingdoms, particularly when they're of your dynasty. Very strange. Like, he's too far away to interact with. How does that make any sense? Not far enough away to invade, but too far away to interact with. Very, very bizarre. But anyway, so yeah, so that's how our dynasty renown is going. It's going pretty well. I also want to continue the campaign and defeat the Mongolian invasion, which, assuming it happens at roughly the same time as it did in real life, should occur at around, I think, 1218 or 1220 AD, something like that. So in the next 60 or so years, we should see the Mongolian hordes sweep across the steppes into Eastern Europe, and we'll see how far they get, but hopefully we can beat them back and hold them off. So I'm looking forward to that. And then generally, I don't really want to incorporate all of these kingdoms into the HRE, but you know, maybe we'll try and get our dynasty on a number of these other thrones. It seems to think that we have 3 kingdoms. I guess maybe it's counting the Kingdom of Germany, but I wouldn't have thought it would count the kingdom and the empire when you're an emperor. I would have thought the empire title would override the kingdom title, because otherwise I could just create every kingdom in the HRE and they would all be held and go to my family members, and I could stack up the renown very, very quickly. But anyway, I'm not really too worried about that. We're getting plenty of dynasty renown. Okay, so you can demand payment from some people, but none of them really have enough money. I think we just need to keep consolidating power in our duchy here, West Franconia, which I think will be our capital for the rest of the game. I don't see any reason to move it anywhere else. I was thinking at one point of moving it to, where is it? Aachen, because Aachen has this special building, the Palace of Aachen, and that was because it was the historical capital chosen by Charlemagne to be the center of power of the Carolingian Empire, as it says in the tooltip here. So I was considering that, but I don't know. We'd then have to have Jülich as our, you know, duchy, like chief duchy, and I just, it's only got 3 counties, and it's in Belgium and the Netherlands, like, yeah, not really feeling it. So I think Frankfurt's cool. It's more German as well, so that's always good. And it's closer to the, is that the Rhine or is that the Rhine? I can never remember which one's the Rhine. One of them's the Rhine and one of them's the, is it the Elbe? Or is that over here? I don't think it says. In CK, in EU4 it has a, oh, it's the, that's the Vistula. Okay, see, I knew that. I should have known that anyway. Yeah, this is the Elbe, sorry, and then this is the Rhine. Yeah, of course, because this is the Rhine land where Hitler marched in. See, I should know this. This knowledge is in my brain. It just doesn't, you know, it's past midnight here, so it doesn't always get access too quickly. Needed something to jog my memory. But anyway, let's continue here. Our campaign, see what happens. Our stress is a little bit high, so we might need to get that under control. We can write our thoughts down. Loses a bunch of stress. We can pet our dog. And that also loses some stress. Very good. That's good. Our stress is now pretty much under control for the most part. There's also some of these decisions we have here. We can strengthen our bloodline, but we need to either be a genius or a beautiful or Herculean person to do that, but we'll definitely want to do that. Restoring the Roman Empire, I don't know if I want to do that for this campaign. I suppose we could. It's a bit of a hassle. I feel like I'd rather do that in a campaign where I start as a count in Italy or something, you know. But, you know, maybe. Mend the Great Schism as well. I feel like that is best to do as a Restore the Roman Empire campaign. And Dismantle Greek Pretenders. Again, that probably links up with the Restore the Roman Empire campaign as well, so I don't know if we'll go for those. But anyway, Inspiration, Flawed Jewel. Distracted by affairs of court, I let news from my potter, Wilbrand, be delayed more and more. Now weeks of work on my urn have been wasted, and it seems I was not entirely to blame. I am told of Wilbrand's delusions and erratic behavior, constantly changing his mind and starting from scratch, and his strange tool technique. At last I demand that he is brought before me. So I can invest some gold for it to gain 1 progress. Or I can just say, I know you're doing your best. Or I can leave him and get 1/4 of my investment back. Or he'll gain stress and it'll be of a lower quality. No. Let's just, let's save the gold. Yeah, it loses some progress, but it'll keep going, so it's just time that's being expended by doing that. Now, the next time we can go on a grand tour is another 8 years, so that's a while away. We could go on Duke Gerhard's hunt. Let's do that. It's a free way of getting involved in a hunt. Pilgrimage, I think we've been to... We went to Cologne, Vatican, and the Vatican and Jerusalem from memory. We could do another one, but... Grand Tournament, we need more money to do. I would like to do a Grand Tournament, though. But we'll need more money. At least we're earning plenty of gold every month. Let's not eat the stew. Stress is already fairly low. Let's get Emmerich to find him. And we'll just lose the stress, I think. Probably should have taken the prowess, but yeah. Alright, so let them do that hunt. Actually, I should change my... Oh, okay, I can't pick anything else, really. Oh, I could pick Befriend, I suppose. Oh, you have to pick a target. Is he already my friend? No. They all kind of like me. Let's just pick him. Why not? Oh, what was I trying to do? I was trying to change my... Why am I swaying that guy? Was I trying to change my succession law or something, was I? I can't remember. We're already on high partition. Male preference is fine. Designated heir is Prince Reinhold. And I'll lose... Ah, yes, Reinhold's not first in line for the HRE, that's right. So, the election... Ah, that's why I was trying to sway him, I guess. Can't really sway anyone else anymore. They all love me, but they just don't like my candidate enough because he was born out of wedlock. So, that's a shame. That is a shame. Okay. I definitely can't pick any other succession law, can I? I need... I won't let me pick that. Yeah, no, I need the primogenitor innovation and high crown authority. Same with ultimogenitor, and I could get house seniority. The oldest members of your house will inherit all your titles, but that just doesn't keep it within the same line of succession. It makes it hard to control your heirs, because you have to manage pretty much your entire family and their education and all that. It can be really annoying, because you don't know who's going to be the oldest. I don't think we need to go in the royal court. Alright, let's just keep going. At some point we could potentially remove... Oh, we have enough prestige. We could just get rid of the electors. What will that mean? It means that it will be inherited, and we could do the same for Germany. That's not a big deal. But it means that it will then be inherited by... or in accordance with the high partition succession law, right? Which means that the lion's share of the titles will go to the player heir and the rest will be divided between the children. So the primary title and any direct de jure titles associated with it. Now, I don't know if that means if we get the kingdom. Because the primary title, if we removed, for the HRE, if we removed both succession laws, then the primary title would be the Empire, the Holy Roman Empire. So we would get, our heir would get that. and the player heir would be our firstborn son, right? So it'd be Reinhold. Oh no, it'd be Bernhard, sorry. So I probably don't want that, to be honest. So we might leave it, but I'm just thinking, if we get a good firstborn heir, I suppose we could ask him to take the vows. We need him to be in the court. Yeah, I'll invite him to the court. I don't know why he's not in the court, to be honest. Is he in the court? No. Why is he not in the court? Or is he in the court already? No, he is. He's located in Frankfurt, so that's fine. Let's wait for our son to accept. Okay, so he's joined our court. So we could ask him to take the vows. He might decline. He'll lose 10 opinion of me. Why would he decline? He thinks he's destined for greater things. Oh, that might be true. If I legitimize him, that'll make it even harder. And I can't make him join a holy order, unfortunately. I would like to make him do that. I could marry him off for titles, potentially alliances. I'd probably need to legitimize him first before he got any useful ones, though. Decisions. I'm just thinking, because I've got enough prestige now, I can strip the HRE of the election process. And then, now the vassal limit will go down, but I don't know what we're at in terms of vassal limit. Does that say that anywhere, or realm size? Say vassal limit 52 out of 120, so we have like a massive vassal limit. Removing princely elective isn't going to make a lick of difference to that. Yes. So if I got rid of that and I did the same for Germany, see, this is what I'm not sure about, because this high partition rule, if we just read it again, it says, under high partition succession, the lion's share of titles will go to your player heir, the rest will be divided between your children. So upon succession, all titles held by the late ruler will be divided amongst their eligible children, with the player heir always being given the primary title. So that'll be our firstborn son, or if we make him take the vows, then it'll be our secondborn son. The primary title is the highest ranked title that they identify most closely with. In other words, it'll be the Holy Roman Empire title. And we'll also get the realm capital, so Frankfurt, and any direct de jure titles associated with it. Now, this is the kicker. I don't know if that means we'll get... I presume it means we'll get the county of Frankfurt, all of the direct de jure titles associated with Frankfurt, so the Duchy of West Franconia, and maybe all the other counties within the Duchy of West Franconia. But I don't know if we'll keep the Kingdom of Germany, because it's a de jure title related to the county of Frankfurt, but it's not direct, it's indirect, right? It's like one level above, because the Kingdom of Germany is here. Now, I could destroy the Kingdom of Germany as a title, and then that would resolve the problem. That's something I hadn't considered. If I destroy the title, it costs 1,550, and they'll lose opinion of me for 10 years, but that will disappear when I die. So that would resolve the problem. So, you know what? Let's give it a try. Let's remove that succession law. That's right. I forgot. Our other son, that was a lot of R's and O's. He's a bastard, and I haven't legitimized him, so he's not eligible to inherit at all. So Reinhold is, for all intents and purposes, our firstborn son. And now we have secured the Holy Roman Empire as a title to always be where is it? To always be within our family. So it's now inherited according to male preference high partition law. Yeah, so we can always put back princely elective if we want later, but I don't see any reason to do that. Yes, alright, very interesting. So that's good. So we've gotten rid of the election. We're not going to lose power. No one has a claim to the throne except us. So that's awesome. Okay. Now, if we do the same for Germany, currently Prince Heilvik the Brilliant is next in line. But we're just going to remove the succession law too. And again, now it's also male preference high partition, so it will go to our son. So we don't have to destroy the Kingdom of Germany title because Bernhard isn't legitimized. Now, I wonder if Bernhard were legitimized, would it go to our would this title go to Bernhold? I don't know. Maybe it wouldn't. Let's have a look. The Duchy of West Franconia, that's also going to Reinhold. So maybe we need to look at our individual counties. Frankfurt goes to Reinhold. Klingenberg goes to Reinhold. Vaihingen goes to Reinhold. Mainz also goes to Reinhold. Speyer also goes to Reinhold. And Kaiserslautern also goes to Reinhold. So it looks like... And I think this succession law was added at some point, because I don't remember it. Or maybe I never used it or never understood it. I don't know. But it looks like this is a kind of pre-primogenitor, provided that you only have territory you want to keep within your de jure duchy, de jure kingdom, and de jure empire. So, but anyway, let's see what happens when we die, I guess. But I think we've secured our succession for the most part, which is good. So let's crack on here. And Duke Sancho is here to pay homage. Fine. Duke Amalric's lover secret. He's secretly taken Isentrude von Köln as a lover. Well, she is pretty, so... She's chaste, though, so I'm surprised she was seduced by him. Seduced by the dark side. We have an inspired person who can be sponsored. They want to make an urn. I've already got someone making an urn. I don't think I need another urn. No, I will let my dog join me. Damn the consequences. And he was a good boy, so... Actually, he helped me contest someone who disagreed with me. Alright, we're seeking to hawk a quail. Oh, it's a falconry hunt. That's cool. Appeal to Radosta's active side. Alright. Or appeal to his social side. Well, he's also a hunter, so I presume he'll appreciate that. He's not compassionate. He's not diligent. Nor is he a great steward, so... He probably is active, brave, and... No, he's lazy, so I guess we'll do the hunting one. Cool. We won him over. Very good. And the hunt now begins. The party halts as we prepare to remove our birds' hoods and set them one by one to their sport. Pretty low success chance for the hunt, but time will tell. Alright, we didn't get anything. The hunt fails. That's a shame. But we got our hunter experience slightly increased, so that's cool. Failed to befriend Radosta though. So we're earning good money. We can keep building stuff, probably. Provided that we're not already... I think, that's right, last episode I went on a massive building spree of upgrading all the castles. which I'm glad I did. In fact, I'll upgrade this one too. In fact, I want to upgrade everything to level 2. It's going to take a little bit of time though. Cool, hook on me expired, nice. Oh cool, so my lord, my beneficiary Wilbrand gestures me over to an object covered in fabric with a wide grin on his face. I've toiled many days and nights, and finally my work is done. He whips the covering off, and my eyes grow wide as I see what's hidden beneath. So we get an urn of masterful craftsmanship, plus 0.22 prestige per month, and 0.06 prestige per night per month. Court grandeur bonus of 3. It is made of clay and encircled with depictions of motifs from the Hohenstaufen motto and coat of arms. A tiny but elegant inscription runs on its side, dedicating it to a stalwart friend, Basilios. It's okay, it's not that great. Prestige is kind of eh. And compared to the other pedestal items we have, it's much of a muchness. We could do with a caravan master. I don't really want to hold court. Search for a caravan master. We have another inspiration. That's the same inspiration. Can we recruit people with inspirations? Is that possible to do? No. You can search for them, which is why it's so weird. You can search for has inspiration. And our Duke has inspiration. But there's nothing we can do about that. Bizarre. Like, what's the point of... Let's say all 3 not rulers and inside diplomatic range, but they won't accept, and you can't bribe them or use a hook. Well, you could use a hook, but you'd have to get a hook, and it'll take longer, I think. And is it worth it? Maybe, maybe not. Do we want Bernhard to marry? Probably not. I really want him to take the vows. Because he's a bastard, I want to keep him a bastard. Because his mother was Euphemia. His mother was also Euphemia, so I am playing favourites a little bit, but... he only might accept. What happens on decline? Loses his opinion of me for 10 years. Can I get a hook on him? I probably could. I could fabricate a hook, potentially. But I would need to pick up the intrigue perk. Do we want average aptitude? Good aptitude. I'm sure I can find someone better who's already in my court, if that's the case. Yeah, we've got an excellent one right there, so just appoint the excellent one. New learning lifestyle perk. We'll grab wash our hands. In fact, I wonder if we should It's alright, now we'll keep it. I was just thinking whether we should reset perks or not. I think we'll leave them as they are. Maybe we try hold a grand tournament. No, I'm not going to pay gold to sway him. I don't even know why I'm swaying him. Don't even need to sway the Pope. Everyone seems to be quite fond of us. Yeah, let's romance her. Write her a love poem. Your charming eyes are the balm for my weary soul. I would be blessed if I could feel the embrace of your love, that I may know true joy. You and I belong together. So she appreciated the kind words. Jeez, these are some interesting giant, spindly, stuttering, and he's a scaly recluse. It's been some hard times down in the Iberian Peninsula, I guess. They've been partying in Ibiza too much, perhaps. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. I arrived back at my castle after a long, lonely walk. Another year passed, another year older. I was born this day 68 years ago. The older I get, the more I cherish the relationships I've cultivated over the years. So it saddens me that I've not heard from my wife Isabella or any of my friends today. I trudge along to my chambers, loneliness impeding my lazy feet, when I hear a clang and hushed whispers from down the hallway. No, we'll gain the stress. So I know it's a birthday party. Let's take the medium-sized gift. We became the owner of Rhineland, a good company, courtier and guest opinion and courtly vassal opinion. Nice. I think the books we got are probably better though. I don't know, none of them are that great. Let's try host a grand tournament soon. We need more money though. I should save for it. There's just too much that I want to spend. Yeah, alright, let's give her a cat. She dislikes it, alright. Should have given her a dog. I'm not going to expose her, because I care not about that. Need a worthy successor for... which one? Man, this accolade menu is awful. Seek a worthy successor, let's do that. That's our daughter. She is come of age, and she is a skilled tactician. And I'm not gonna find a flower because I'll try a prowess challenge. Okay, it worked. I got our friend to find it in the ruins, I guess. I could ask her to take the vows and use a hook, and she still only might accept. Why only might? Because she's sinful and she's in the line of succession. Interesting, okay. Let's find her a spouse then, I suppose. Matrilineally, of course. And we could do Hungary, but he's our grandson. Poland, perhaps? Yeah. Yeah, we'll just go with Poland. And then we'll have to probably try and murder our way there. Are we in control of Hungary? No, we're not. But who's in the line of succession? Our dynasty. Well. Only 5% meh. Pretty unlikely to succeed. That's alright, when he dies, it'll be our dynasty in charge, so that's fine. Can probably reintegrate them into the empire if we really want to. And Poland? Who's in charge of Poland? No one in our dynasty, but if we kill him... He's married to our niece. So if we kill him, then the next one will be this chap who is married matrilineally to our daughter. So I'll have to keep an eye out for that. Again, don't care about that. It's fine. Making a good bit of money now. Let's just demand payment from all of those people, notwithstanding that they're... Just want to get my gold up quick. Because I want to host. a grand tournament. Now we could extort our subjects, I'll do that. I could gain 20 dread, or I could just lose a bit of prestige. Courtier opinion minus 15, yeah, who cares, everyone loves me. Take the dread and the money. That's gonna fund the... Oh, I could commission an artifact. Let's do that. Let's try... See, I don't know if I want to commission... See, our banner's not that great. I would love to try and get like an illustrious banner instead of masterwork. So let's try again. Yeah, I want a banner. I want a new banner. And I want it based on... Dynasty banner quality is tied to level of splendour. Right. This is the option I went with last time, the device of von Hohenstaufen, but let's try the von Hohenstaufen emblem, which I presume is the coat of arms, and it'll be based on our level of splendour, which is not awful now, so maybe it'll be quite good, because we are up there in the upper echelons of renown, so let's give it a crack, see what comes of it. Hold a mystical communion, and I will also plan a grand tournament. So we're going to host it in Frankfurt. We're going to add jousting and a recital, and then I want to max out the accommodations and the prizes. So we've got enough to do that, so let's see if we can add another contest. Let's do duels. We still have enough, just, so I think we'll do that. We'll do the 3 contests and maxed prizes, maxed accommodations. And yeah, our goal is to win the tournament. We're on course to qualify for the joust, so it'll open in 21 days. Cool, we get divine guidance there. 300 learning. Or I could teach the Archbishop how it's done, but I'm not going to bother doing that. Hopefully we don't die before we can participate in the tournament. Okay, the tournament is at hand. Begins in a day. Let's just manage. Forbid from participating in upcoming. Why would I forbid them? It seems I can't allow them to anyway. That's fine. Interesting. Alright. So we are already qualified, so let's visit the artisan quarters. And they could improve my armor minutely, significantly, or they could botch it. Upon seeing my armor, Jacob puts his hand on his hips and exhales loudly. Well, the job's a big 'un. Shouldn't take all too long for someone of my prodigious talents, course. He grins smoothly at me. I look at the armor. It seems fine to me. Jacob catches my skepticism and shakes his head. Nah, it definitely needs to go over. I wouldn't suggest it if it didn't. Oh, jeez, 450. Alright, give it a try. Okay, it's improved, minutely. But that does increase my prowess and durability, so... Holdfast has run away. I'll try to catch him. No. Oh, my friend appeared with him. Nice, very good. Okay, let's go back to the artisan quarters. I can see the gentle flicker of the flames from the other side of the road. Their warmth wraps my body in a familiar embrace, even before I open the door. Inside, the blacksmith lines up a batch of nails. "Can I be of help, my lord?" he asks, his forehead stained with coal. The air is thicker here. So 50% chance of my score increasing, and then a martial challenge. It might improve my prowess. Or can you improve my prize bow? Increases durability and it gains +2 prowess. Let's do that. That's like a permanent increase. That'll directly impact my prestige, which is low because of our old age, but still quite good because of our bow. So now it's plus... Oh, it's only +12. It was +11. It said +2, but I guess it's bugged or the tooltip's incorrect, I suppose. Solace in Script, the latest work of my vassal Duke Berthold, has become all the rage at court. Yeah, I don't care. Just lose stress. I think we go back to the artisan quarters. I want to keep seeing if we can get anything from this. Yeah, flexible mail can get a prestige modifier or a prowess modifier. Let's give it a prowess modifier. Should increase it from +9, but let's see what it does. +10, yeah, okay, so it's not too bad. Do we go back there again? Let's do it. No, that's not good. That's a useless event. I'm watching Burchard smith the new weapon when I hear a small but noticeable clank, followed by a muttered but curiously breathy curse. Peering through the gloom, I finally spy my wife Isabella crouching behind a small table. Her purpose soon becomes clear. Her eyes roam over Burchard's sinewy arms as sweat runs in rivulets across the knotted muscles. It's clear that Isabella's flush isn't just from the heat. I take a step towards her. That's all it takes. Isabella barely stifles a gasp as we lock eyes, caught red-handed. Okay, so she's spying on the blacksmith. Yeah, we're leaving. Although, who can blame her? When does the tournament start? Oh, in a day. Alright. Contestants circle the lists on horseback, valets holding their arms aloft, as the herald announces the contest's commencement. Squires scurry to and fro, bedecked in their lieges' colours, carrying equipment and supplies for the bouts ahead. The joust qualifiers have come to an end, and it's clear who will be put forward for the quarterfinals as it stands. The varied pitches and volumes of the crowd's cheers leave no question as to the favourites. My champion Albero, what's what? Okay. Well, I am ready. I vowed to myself I would win. Okay, so I could try and sabotage someone. But I don't think that's any way to win, so let's just leave it. I'm trotting my horse to the start mark when something causes me to pause and squint. Unless my eyes deceive me, something truly bizarre is occurring at the other end of the tilting yard. My opponent Guntram's valets are struggling to hoist their lance up to him, and with good reason. The giant weapon is less a lance of wood and more an uprooted tree trunk, a colossal shaft as long as 2 men. I watch in disbelief as Guntram smugly hefts it, leaning it against the horse's neck for steadiness. The crowd rumbles with a mix of anticipation and injustice, mixed voices arguing to let it go or protesting the unfairness. That overgrown sapling won't save you from me. No, that's too risky. Let's go with the diplomacy challenge. Come now, are you sure this is how you want to win? Managed to persuade him, alright. The banners flicker and flap in the breeze, stealing away the crowd's breath for a moment as I curb my horse. I hoist my lance as the previous events of the contest play back through my mind, like when my opponent attempted to use a lance of gigantic proportions. I am on top, but there's still another tilt left. All I need is to draw this last pass. That's prowess in martial, prowess in intrigue, diplomacy and learning, and prowess, pure prowess. I think I saw a tell in a prior pass. Yeah, let's do that one. 83% chance of a moderate increase. I think we won. We won that one. An old man can still ride a horse, okay. First the sound of the crash, then, an instant later, a shuddering jolt up my arm. Then suddenly, another sound, the crowd's acclaim. My lance strikes home with force, shattering on my adversary's shield. Even more notably, they have missed entirely. We reset a last time, and as my horse thunders towards Guntram, I have a good feeling about this tilt. My lance catches him full in the chest, throwing him to the ground in a shower of splinters as my horse continues on. The judges call an end. I have won. Guntram's wounds speak to his valor. So I knocked him out of the contest. Or maybe I knocked him unconscious, I don't know. And Albero is through to the semi-final. Don't mess with the Holy Roman Knights. Yeah. And Gotthard beat Count Hugo. Alright. So I will face... I can progress by default due to him resigning. He'll lose opinion of me. Oh, his prowess is quite good. Let's just have him resign. It is only proper. That feels so cheap. But our liege, like, he's craven. That's exactly what he would do. He's a craven coward. If he can avoid facing someone and still win, that's precisely what he would do. Alright, so Amalric beat Albero, which is good, because I think Albero was, oh no, Amalric's pretty good. You know why he's so good? It's because his eyes are so far apart, he can have a massive nasal guard there and still see with perfect 20/20 vision. He looks like Sid from Ice Age. It's, you know why? It's because he's from our dynasty. He's from isn't he from Werner's line? Surely he's from Werner's line. He's not. He's from Sigismund's line. Interesting. There's obviously some funny genetics going on in the von Hohenstaufens. Anyway. Alright, so we are now... And I can get him to concede again. Maybe it's because he's of my... Oh no, because the other chap wasn't of my dynasty, I don't think. But yes, of course he'll concede. It's only proper. So, what a victory. A hollow victory, but a victory nonetheless. We lose stress for that. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamours, competitors begin to assemble, the contest is over, and someone's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition. Emperor Rutger in the final. Rutger is our winner. Truly there are none in the Holy Roman Empire that can match my skill. My champion Albero hardly lived up to the name. I've proven my worthiness beyond doubt. So I get some prestige, some gold, champion jouster for 5 years, and a grand tournament prize, potentially. Alright. Let's go back to the artisan quarters. Alright, what a magnificent work he's done, I hear a knight proudly say, leaving the workshop. The shimmering blade reflects the sun like a crystalline lake. I push the door open and I am greeted by a bursting flame. Are you going to compete like that? The weaponsmith asks, pointing at the prize bow that hangs from my belt. If you have the gold, I have the steel. So I can make it deadlier, but that'll only last for the duration of the tournament. It'll gain sharpened blade plus 8 prowess. Or I can get a prayer inscription to get piety. Or I can get it to say my house motto. Yeah, let's do that. I want to say by God and sword, even though it's a bow, but... We'll give extra prestige per month. That's pretty cool. I like this artisan quarters. You seem to get good opportunities to customize your gear and equipment. Kind of wish you could do 2 in one go though, so you could go to the tourney grounds as well, but I guess there'd be not much reason to do anything else. Like, I don't know why you'd ever go to the village. County control, popular opinion, like, it's not, doesn't seem very useful. I feel like village and artisan quarters should be combined. Like, this should just be in the village. Tavern as well. Tavern's not bad, I suppose, but yeah. Alright, let's go back to the artisan quarters. Browsing the wares on display in the tailor's shop, I spy a carefully wrapped package among the piles of garments and sundries. The tailor happily opens it for me, carefully untying the leather bindings to reveal an exquisitely embroidered crest, the Savoy crest. So I could get one for the one Hohenstaufens. That'll give plus 0.05, sorry, plus 0.05 dynasty renown. Yeah, let's do that. It's worth it. It's worth spending gold for that kind of a boost. We don't have any other pop-ups that we're waiting on, do we? I mean, we're in debt, but that is of no consequence. It's just unfortunate that I can't ask the Pope for gold, because he just doesn't have enough gold anymore. I don't know what he's doing with it. He's getting 100 a month. But anyway. Okay, we'll go back to the artisan quarters. I find Adelheid cutting a piece of cloth. A couple of tables have been disposed to display her work. Stockings and head coverings, hoods and sleeves. Opposite a hearth lightly burns. "Careful there," she warns me, almost dropping the tool. "You were about to trip over the linen, my lord." She apologetically mumbles, quickly picking up the clothes. "I'm sure I can guess the motive of your visit." Her face is barely poking out of the mess. So, I could get a decorative ribbon on my Wild Heart hide to get more prestige, or I could just buy it outright to get the ornate ribbon inventory artifact. Or I could get some banners to encourage the audience to cheer me on. Or I could just say keep up the good work. No, may as well get you to upgrade my Wild Heart hide. I'm on course to qualify for the recital contest, which is good. Yes, let's go ahead with romancing the Queen of England. And we will just give her a kiss, get some more dynasty renown. Also have a learning perk, so we'll grab Iron Constitution. Or should we grab Restraint? Yeah, we'll grab Restraint and then Know Thyself. We are getting old. Probably would be nice to know when we're going to die. Alright. Let's do this recital. Albero flashes an arrogant smirk my way as he ascends the dais, and it doesn't take long for me to find out why. The very first line is a grave insult to me, and the rest follows suit. The sound of the cheering, jeering crowd fills my ears. I have no choice but to retaliate with my own poem against Albero's honour. My opening verse is of paramount importance. "'Tis true Albero rhymes like no other. However, I hath lain with his mother." Or he is a rakish lover. Or his mind couldn't be duller. Or his face couldn't be rougher. I think we go with the biggest chance, right? We'll go... all of them kind of make it close to making him our rival. But we'll go with this one, the learning challenge. Our verse wins the crowd, very good. Krakum! A sudden flash of lightning precedes the thunder's roar, and as I make my way to the raised dais, it's clear that the previously pleasant weather has given way to decidedly murky conditions. No sooner do I take the first step up than the rain begins to fall. The crowd stands expectantly, somewhat reluctantly, getting more sodden by the minute. I open my mouth, and another sonorous boom rolls across the whole gathering. I look up to the sky. Well, this will be quite a challenge. And I love a challenge. What if I get struck by lightning? No, I love a challenge. The weather lends pathos to our words. Let's give it a try. Very good. Streams of commoners and nobles alike flock to the contest grounds, vying to secure a good view of the recital. A horrendous groan pierces the excited hubbub. A stand overloaded with spectators gives way with a crash. Its mass of screaming victims are sent tumbling from view. As recriminations fly, my fellow contestant Jean staunchly discourages punishing the stand's builders. This was an act of God, nothing else. So I can execute them. Increases building construction cost and popular opinion. It's probably not something I would do. It is the bereaved we must look to compensate the victims. That's quite expensive. I'll just lose prestige. And Frantisek dies. And we'll get popular opinion reduction. But so be it. Night begins to fall on the scene, but torches light the competition as it continues. I talk to myself under my breath, readying my lips for the next round as I reminisce about the happenings so far, like when the skies opened and drenched competitor and audience alike. I step forward to take my turn, ascending the steps of the dais. It's time for the final verse. So I could do a ditty about making coin and living a good life, or I could do a tale of war and victory. Or I could appeal to a higher power, or I could keep it safe and simple. No, let's do this. I finish my final verse, but the crowd haven't waited for the ending. The cheers drown out my words, flowers landing around me on the stage as I make my way off. I am winning, victory is so close. There are precious few competitors left to go, and even less time. It all comes down to this. One last verse. Oh, my score decreased greatly? I think I still will win, though. I don't know. We had a 90% chance of winning. Trumpets sound, the crowd clamours, competitors begin to assemble. The contest is over, and someone's moment in the sun is being readied. A herald steps forward, voice booming out across the scene. After many trials, some tribulations, and above all else, some truly spirited competition, we have our final three. In third place, the gutsy Count Hugo. Coming in a close second, Count Guntram. That, of course, leaves us with our victor, Emperor Rutger. I knew I could win. My champion Albero did not compete. Okay, cool. So we get Iambic Virtuoso, +3 diplomacy, learn language experience, Studler trait experience gain, and we'll get a prize. So that's cool. Do we also get Rhymer? I think probably we only get this one, right? Yeah. Go to the artisan quarters. A noble's blood, Burkhardt's voice rings out, startling me. I blink through the gloom to where he stands hungrily, brandishing a glinting dagger. All I need is just the smallest splash of noble blood to quench a blade. The sword will be the finest weapon ever made. Songs will be sung of me. He edges closer, a mad glint flickering in his eyes. It'll be all yours, Lord, all yours. I just need to be the one to forge it. Permit me that both our names will be remembered forever. I look down at my arm. I gain blood-bladed artifact. Oh, I have to do this. This is too cool. Yeah, we're a little craven, but it's just a little blood. 61% chance. Let's hope it goes well. We get a blood-bladed artifact. Nice. Blooded blade. -1 prowess, though. That's a shame. It's only fame, not illustrious. Pity. I clutch a clean rag to my forearm to stem the flow as Burchard fires and hammers excitedly. By the time our bloodletting aims are realized, the rag is nearly soaked through, but the flow itself is slowed and the wound congealed. The sword is reverently deposited on a table. It is a curious-looking thing. Dried blood continues to flake off the blade, revealing livid patterns in the steel. I test the flexibility, and the blade creaks worryingly. It's perfect! Burchard doesn't appear to be deterred by my skepticism, his hand shaking as he holds the blade in wonderment. No, I'll keep it, and then I'll probably sell it, to be honest. Its relative brittleness, but also its heritage, a weapon quenched in the blood of Emperor Rutger. Yeah, let's just probably sell it. At least we got our wound treated relatively easily. Back to the artisan quarters. Okay, so he thinks... She thinks, I should say. She? No, that should be he. He didn't pay a tanner to treat the leather. I take a closer look. There can be no mistaking it. The leather is frayed and worn, clearly not new. In the background, the armorer's purse jingles as he drops the gold onto it. Well, I'll just get him to do the repairs, which he does begrudgingly. But that's fine. I think that actually was supposed to say she. So I can get a prestige modifier or a prowess modifier. No, let's do another prowess modifier. So it should go up to 11 now. Yeah. Can that just go up infinitely? There should probably be a limit on how many times you can improve an item. We could just get him to concede. Let's just get him to concede. That's exactly what our character would do. And there's seemingly no penalty for doing so. So, of course, Gotthard will concede. It's pretty much a competition for who will get second place. And Albro, of course, you'll concede as well. Can they decline? I wonder if they can decline. But anyway, we've won the duel as well. We get gifted duelist. See, you shouldn't get gifted duelist if you just concede your way to victory. That's too funny, though. Oh, that's the end of the tournament. Alright. My mastery of verse saw me the worthy winner in the recital. I broke innumerable lances to prove my quality in the joust, and my superiority with the blade had me take home the prize in the duel. And, yeah, let's say a few words as well. So I won a prize brooch, courtier and guest opinion, glory hound vassal, levy contribution, a prize wine tun, that's not bad, and a prize bowl, also not that bad. We gained 1200 prestige, bunch of trade experience, a bunch of renown, bolstered garrison. Cool. Our words bring some acclaim, very good. And that's the grand tournament over and done with. We're a little bit in debt, but won't last that long. And there are a oh, oops. Learn of Duke Lambert's non-believer secret. Okay. Probably should change his duchy contract next time, but it's not a big deal. Alright. What is next? I could borrow gold from a holy order. Then I'd have to repay the loan. Rather not do that. I want to ask for money from the Pope, but he doesn't have enough. He is a poor Pope, even though he's earning heaps every month. I mean, we're earning quite a bit as well. I suppose I could vassalize the Pope. That's always a possibility. Anyway, let's have a look at some of our artifacts here. We can either put the magnificent chest. Where did we get this from? Oh, that's already displayed. So just the wine ton then. We'll display that. Nice, that looks cool there. What else did we have? The prized bowl, that's a pedestal item. I doubt that's better. But I don't know, let's have a look. Let's have a look. So we've got the arm of St. George. The Iron Crown of Lombardy. The illustrious Sword of God. All of these are excellent. So I don't think the prize brooch or the famed bowl are going to be preferable. And I can't destroy the artifact either. Should be able to destroy any artifact, to be honest. Otherwise it just gets a bit unwieldy. Do we blackmail for hooks? I think we do. Inspiration, the Emperor's treasure. My opulent court is resented and celebrated the world over. All wish they could match and enjoy its splendor, and with that come the admirers. Today Philip is ushered in, and introduced as representing a small Catholic brotherhood from Speyer. Most Holy Emperor, my friends and I hear of a wondrous banner being made for you, and wish to donate to your weaver. It would deeply honor us, your majesty. We have saved for months. Okay. Yeah, sure, it's I who am honored. Why would I not accept that? It's free money, free popular opinion, and a slightly higher quality. Just seems like an all-round good choice. I'm just gonna keep, he refused. Alright. Expose that secret then. And we'll just seek solace in our journal. So we've gained a bunch of hooks. So we should be able to demand... We could modify contracts. He's normal. You're low. Why is that an act of tyranny? If I use a hook, it's not. It would be if I did that. We'll modify his contract up. And likewise, we'll modify his contract up. Even though I'm not the rightful liege, I don't think that matters. And for the others, we'll just demand payments. Okay. Yeah, let's show him in, so he pays homage to us. We must be getting pretty close to the next level of... Oop, not what I meant to do there. I meant to look at my legacies. Next legacy. We need 3750. And we can get the next one. I'll have to think about what it will be. I don't know if I necessarily want to get the one that increases life expectancy. Ailing with age, befuddled. Where was I going? Why did I come in here? I could have sworn, right? I was looking for a something. Was it urgent? I had to get back to someone. Quickly? Next week? Yes, I think so. Aha! There it is. That's what I wanted. I needed that for... What was I thinking about? So our mind is not as fast as it once was. We gain a little bit of stress around that. Let's write our thoughts down. Could also seclude ourselves. Lose a bunch of stress that way. We're almost out of debt as well, which is good. One thing that I didn't actually check is our county control maxed? I think it is. Pretty much everywhere. Yes, maxed here. Not maxed there. Lackluster administration. So Klingenberg, Dern, and Speyer probably all need a marshal. Let's put it in Speyer. And then let's put it in Erbach. Just over here, my lord, my beneficiary Dashavarman signals to two servants who have emerged from his weavery holding a roll of fabric. He nods, the banner unfurls, held aloft from its wooden hanger. I can't help but marvel at the fine detailing and flawless lines. This is the banner of the Hohenstaufen dynasty, a symbol of the authority of the bloodline and all its members, commissioned by Emperor Rutger of the Holy Roman Empire. It's not that good. I think this is pretty much the same as the one we've already got. That's a shame. Okay, that's fine. Let's put you in Dern. Okay, that might not be a... It's just a dog. Relax, Bishop. Learn of Duke Bohemian's secret there. I'll blackmail him over that. And should I modify his contract using a hook? No, apparently I can't, because his obligations have already changed, so we'll just demand payment from him. Where is that? Demand payment. Okay, what was I doing? I think I was increasing control in Dern. That'll take a little bit longer. Oh no, I'm infirm. I knew that getting older would mean doing everything slower, but I didn't think it would all come to a halt until my death. Lately, I feel a constant malaise, and everything takes more effort than before. I'm worried that if I lie down, I might not be able to get up again. There is no doubt that my time is running out. I feel like I can do naught but to await death's sweet embrace to claim me. How long will I have to wait? So what does infirm do? -3 diplomacy, so every stat we get a severe health penalty. Alright, so it won't be long until we're dead. Prince Thomas has formed the Welsh-English hybrid culture from the Welsh and English cultures. That's cool. I think the AI probably forms hybrid cultures too quickly. We've also just discovered divine right, which is good. It was Prince Thomas who formed it. Oh, so it wasn't even the king, it was his sibling, Prince Thomas Ironside of Munster. The Welsh-English. But I guess, see, if the AI didn't do it, then the player would outstrip them, because it's really easy for the player to form hybrid cultures and get good innovations from doing so. So we could reform it, our culture, but don't see any need in doing that right now. Oops. Hitting the wrong button there. So we discovered divine right, which allows us to press several claims in a single war, reduces the short reign duration, which is good because we're about to die, increases piety, reduces title creation cost. So what should we go for next? Scutage. Urbanization. Guilds. I suppose guilds wouldn't be bad. Unlocks all the economic buildings. Increases building slots by 1. Banking is also good. Maybe we should get hoardings. It'll take 5 years. We'll just lean into the what we're exposed to. So what innovations does France have? They've got hoardings, yeah, so that's why we can get that one a little more easily. And then Franconian will get banking, and then we can lean into that. See, some of these, they've already got like Castle Baileys, and it's interesting. We need to form a hybrid culture at some point. I wonder if we can do that now with, let's see, Bavarian maybe? Form hybrid culture. We could keep the Frankish heritage. And then pick we'll keep the Swabian names, or no, it makes sense to take both actually. I mean, they're all German at the end of the day. So maybe we should do that. Another alternative would be Franconian. It would be the same ceremonious pillar. We could also go Saxon. And take the Stoic pillar. I don't know. What would be better actually? We would actually discover hoardings if we went with the Saxons. If we went with with the Bavarians, we don't discover anything. What about the Parsbergs? Nothing. French we've already formed a hybrid culture with. Occitan, same heritage, can't do that. Cisalpine? We discover scutage and banking. But again, I don't see the point. What about Czech? We would get Table of Princes, which is a bit useless. We've already got house seniority, and we get advanced bow making. Not bad. Could get bureaucratic, which is quite a decent one actually. Title creation cost isn't really a big deal. Palabian will get us Castle Baileys. And then Saxon gets us hoardings. Bavarian. Well, I think we should go Saxon then, right? Like, that gets us... That gets us more... Doesn't it? Stoic. Do we want Stoic? Disease resistance, stress gain, friendly fatal casualties, minority vassal opinion, defender advantage. I think we stick with ceremonious, and we stick with the... we have to pick something. Saxon would be the dominant language. No, I think we stick with High German. Maybe we take Stoic then. House opinion, court grandeur bonus, minority vassal opinion. That's the same for both. Maybe let's go Bavarian first then. So we can stick with, but then we have to switch to Frankish, to spiritual. Alright. We'll go with Saxon. And we can stick with Central Germanic heritage, because you just have to change one of these. You don't have to change the heritage necessarily. So we could even hybridize with Saxony, and then hybridize with like Franconia, and change back to ceremonious, and then hybridize with Bavaria and change to spiritual, and then hybridize with Czech, and then Prussia, and then form German culture when we do that. We could even hybridize with the Dutch, actually. And they've got bureaucratic. We wouldn't get anything doing that, though. Let's hybridize with the Saxons, and we'll stick with ceremonious. We'll pick up Central Germanic heritage, which is what we were originally anyway. And we'll keep the High German language. That'll discover hoardings. And as for the traditions, this is what we need to pick. So I think we grab... Let's grab culture blending. Alright, let's grab Chanson de Guest. I like this one. Unlocks the Valets innovation. We get the poet stuff. I think all of that is good. It gives all Saxon characters injury resistance, etc, etc, etc. I think that's cool. Stand and fight. All Saxon characters get friendly fatal casualties, defender advantage, but heavy infantry, spearmen, and heavy cavalry toughness increase at the cost of maintenance increase, which I think is also good. Hereditary hierarchy, long reign bonus, castle holding, construction cost, feudal vassal tax. I like that one too. Culture blending I like for obvious reasons. Parochialism, chivalry. I want chivalry. So we have 2 more. Now this is where it gets tricky. Gain 25 development growth when a building is constructed. This one's pretty rubbish, to be honest. I think we'll drop industrious. I don't like that one. Mountain homes as well. Not that useful, I don't think. Ruling caste. Different culture, peasant factions and populous factions are less common. Siege pro, yeah, that's not that great. So our choices really are fervent temple builders, parochialism, and religious patronage. So this one, constructing temples grants much more fervor, you gain prestige from doing so, and traits like insightful thinker, wise man, humble, and zealous give temple construction bonuses. Okay. Parochialism, city holdings give more taxes, development, and levies. They lower control gain. I like this one. I think we keep parochialism. Religious patronage gains significant extra piety from constructing temple holdings, and also gain dynasty renown when constructing and upgrading them. Monthly piety from buildings. I like this one, I think, a bit more than fervent temple builders. Because prestige is not really, I don't care about prestige. Fervor is not really a big deal to me either. And getting temple construction bonuses, which I don't know if that means cost or speed, but speed is useless. Cost is good, but we can get money other ways. I think religious patronage is the right choice there. So we'll get stand and fight, chanson de guest, hereditary hierarchy, culture blending, parochialism, and religious patronage. So the ones we're dropping are mountain homes, and chivalry, sorry. So we're dropping mountain homes and we're dropping industrious in favor of stand and fight and religious patronage, basically. I think that's pretty good. So our pillars, ceremonious, Central Germanic, High German, and men only. Our traditions, as discussed. We'll get that innovation. All of our vassals and close family will convert. Continental European, we'll take names from both cultures, because both German at the end of the day. Continental European architecture, Holy Roman Imperial fashion, German coat of arms. I think that's all good to me. So let's hybridize that culture. Fantastic. The Alsatian hybridization, named after a dog. I wasn't too worried about changing the name, so. Spurred on by positive relations and increased cultural exchange, the Saxon and Rhinelander peoples have grown increasingly close over the years. Now individuals from these societies have begun to view themselves not as one or the other, but as both simultaneously a new Alsatian culture. Rhinelander traditions and values form the backbone of this new culture, while various Saxon attributes have been adapted and integrated to meet the needs of their new society. With the Alsatian people now looking to me for guidance, it is time to set the stage for our shared future. Cool, to a new age, a new era, and a new people. So this is our new culture, which looks pretty good to me. We can't add any more traditions there. And we can't diverge it either. It's less than 100 years old. Diverging doesn't seem to me to have the same kind of benefits as hybridizing with nearby cultures. So it's only in Frankfurt here, but it'll soon, I think, spread to all of former Swabia, which has become Rhinelander. It's no longer Swabia, which is interesting. And I presume the Saxons might even convert as well, so it'll be interesting to see how that all plays out. But eventually we'll be able to... Ah, right. Okay, you can't form a hybrid culture with the same heritage. Ah, I'd forgotten that detail. So we'll have to switch our heritage. We can probably switch it to... I guess we'll form a hybrid culture with the Czechs next. And that'll switch our heritage. And then we can go to the Bavarians and then the Prussians. And then the Franconians or something. We'll work it out, but... We can hybridize with the French again, actually. Fascinating. That would be Franco-Alsatian. This would be Prusso-Alsatian. Interesting. But that's alright. So let's pick our... what we want to focus on. I think maybe... maybe guilds, get more building slots. It'll take 9 years, so... but that is with our current ruler, who has insanely high learning. So that's probably not going to be as quick once he dies, which is surely going to be very soon. Anyway, we might leave it there. We've reformed our culture. We've won our grand tournament, although through perhaps dishonest means. So I might leave it there for this episode. But as always, thanks for joining me. If you're enjoying the content, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope to see you in the next episode at the same time next week. So I look forward to catching up with you all then and continuing the campaign. As always, take care and have fun.